Good afternoon, folks. Well, I just got to putting the Daystar bump stops in the van. I did that off camera. That's why I'm dirty, and I just got to cleaning myself up a little bit here, but I got my Sunday best on here. And what we're going to do today is we're going to cut the grass. It'll be the second time this year that I used the riding mower. Actually, it's the first time of the year because I used the push mower before this. We're going to do the front yard. So what we're going to go out to do first, we got to pump up the tires for the tractor. We're going to pump this little thing up. It's good enough. The two front tires on the riding mower always go flat. Always. The back ones have tubes in them. The front ones do not. So while that's pumping up, I'll take you over to the shed. Over to the tractor shed here. Now, the tractor battery, the tractor tires on the front do not stay inflated. They are tubeless, and they never did in all the years I had this tractor. So I have to pump the front tires up. Now, I made a video of this before. And explained it. You want to look back on my tractor videos, you can. Both tires are flat. Front, see? Both of them. Alright. Now, I showed you this before. When I pump these tires up, after they're pumped up, I shove these two blocks and this 1/4 inch piece of plywood in here to wedge it up. And the reason for that, there is a reason for everything I do. Years ago, I used to just put it in here and didn't use these. These tires were totally flat and off the rim, and I couldn't get air to go in them. No matter what I did, I had to struggle for a long time until I got the air in them. Then I used my noodle up here. And I said, why not put a couple blocks under here to hold this thing up so that when the tires go flat like they are now, they will not come off the rim because all the weight is on here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the compressor over here and we're going to pump these tires up. And then we're ready to cut the grass. I changed the oil off camera a couple weeks ago. Alright, now we pump up the tires. And we just guess at it. We don't measure the pressure. Now, you know, we can't pull these blocks out. The full weight of the front of the tractor's on here. Okay. So, when these get inflated, then I can pull the blocks out very easily.
Can't get too close at this.
Okay. Alright, now we're going to inflate this side. Take the cap off here. I got to do this all the time. These tires will be flat in a matter of a week. All right, now we'll move this out of the way here. See this? And get these blocks right out of here. It's two 4x4s and a 1/4 inch piece of plywood. So just put them off to the side here. And now I can pull the tractor out, which we're going to do right now. And make sure that compressor's out of the way here and get this cardboard out of the way. We'll get ready to cut the grass here. We'll check the gas and all that happy stuff. Let me see, am I in neutral? Yep. Okay. Here we go. I changed the oil. Now, you look at this stick now, she still looks like she needs oil. It's it's not between the two holes over here. We may have to add a little more. We put 30 weight in here. All right. See what she reads. It's supposed to read between the two holes here, but if it reads up to the second one, that's good. Nope. She's still reading add oil. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get a quarter, well, a partial quart, and we'll just put a little in here and top it off. Now, down here, years ago, the bottom engine bolts keep loosening up, and I had to put silicone in here, and oil comes out of the bottom here, of the bottom gasket area, and the only way you can fix that, I guess, is to pull the engine out. So I do get oil leakage, not from here, not from the fill stick, but from the separation of the gasket from the lower oil pan area or sump area of the engine, and it leaks down here and goes all over here. So I have to keep an eye on that. Alright, I got this at one of the discount places. I don't know if it's Ocean State Job Lot or Dollar General or whatever. It's one of them at $3 a quart. You know, I remember years ago, folks, and I think a lot of you too remember, you can get a quart of oil for $1 a quart, and the cheap oil would be a lot less. Now we have to buy off-brand oil because the other stuff is $4 or $5 a quart. It's getting ridiculous. So we just put it in. Oh, that's all right. It's going to leak out anyways. Now,
looks like it's blue.
Yeah, it's kind of bluish, but that's just the color of clean oil. You don't want black or gray oil, and that would be bad. All right, we're going to let that settle down into the bottom here first before we check it. Seems like I'm adding oil, and it never seems to get up to the mark. And it's not leaking out now. You have to be driving it, and it'll leak out. But I put that red RTV on the outside of that because I'm not going to pull this out for that. As long as I keep an eye on the oil level, I'm okay. I'm going to say that we probably have enough. Now she's still ain't coming up to where it should be. Don't want to put too much in. I did have it marked down under the hood as to how many ounces this motor, it's 12.5 horsepower, took. But the writing faded out on my magic marker. So I have no idea. I'd have to drag the book out and everything. But I'm going to say that that's got to be enough. I mean, you put too much in and it'll probably not be too good. Yeah, it looks like it's climbing up now between the marks, and it looks over that because the area here where you put the stick in, if you don't let it all drain down, it gets on the side of the stick and it makes it look like it's higher than it really is. So we're going to say this is okay. We're going to say this is okay. All right, I'm going to go get the key. But before I do that, I got to clean the front lawn so that I can do my thing. Oh, well, let me check the gas here first. I think we've got enough gas. Oh, yeah. Not a lot. Not a lot. There's a little gas in there. Before I do that, let me just shut the valve. Well, the valve is on. I don't know why it's left on. See, around here we get all this fungi and stuff on everything. That's fungi or fungus. That's what that is. Now, mice. We had a huge mice nest in here. I had to take this top off. That's why I eliminated. Some guys say it ruined the engine because it's not allowing cooling. But if you don't have that, the mice will build a nest. Well, now it's summertime, so there's no nest in there. But the huge nest built in here. And the mothballs are almost evaporated. So When I put this away, I got to remember to shove more in, and I just use one of these dollar store bags. I have no idea what they are used for, and I just take and fill them with mothballs, and with the cowling off the side, I just take and stick it up underneath like that, and then clamp it right to the side of here. That's all there is to that. But right now, I'll join you when we're ready to cut the grass and start this thing up. Now don't go away. Grab yourself a cup of coffee, a nice big glass of root beer or lemonade or something, and I'll be with you in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Let's see if she starts. Ooh. don't know what's going on, but I can't shift this. It stopped shifting. I can shift it now, but when it's running, push the clutch down, I couldn't move it. I couldn't move it at all. I don't know what happened. Let's see, that's in gear now. I put it. Yeah. Yep, that's in gear. I can shift it, but when it's running, I can't. Push the clutch and it will not allow me to shift. It just started doing this. It was getting harder and harder to shift the last 5 or 6 times I went around with it, and I don't know what would have to be adjusted. I don't know anything about these things. The belt is still on. I have no idea. I have no idea why I can't shift it when it's running. When I push this down, I should be able to shift it, but it won't let me. I have no idea.
I wish I could help you about it.
I don't know much about these things at all.
I don't know anything about them.
Yeah. But why is it I can't shift it when the engine's running? When I push the clutch down. Now, the belt maybe is supposed to be loose, maybe when you put this up. Yeah, now the belt is tight, okay. Now, I don't know what the clutch actually does. Maybe it does something in the transmission in the rear end area. I really don't know. Alright, what we're going to do now is I'll start it. Still record time. I'm going to start it. And right now you can see it's shifting fine, whether I use the clutch or not, okay? Well, we got it. In order to start it, you have to push the clutch down. I do know that. It doesn't have a very strong feel to it.
Want to put the lid down or?
Wait a minute. Oh, I got to have this. This won't start unless this is in, out of gate. No, don't put the lid down. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know what's wrong with it, folks. Other than changing the oil and the spark plugs and stuff like that, I don't know anything about these things. I have the book on it, but somewhere in the shed. It's a 1993, and I don't know. Let's take you over to the side over here. All right, if you come down here, you can see the oil here. It's all wet through here. So we're not losing it out of here. It's coming out in the seam on the engine. This is where it was originally leaking, and I siliconed that up. I can only do it from the outside. But there's some oil coming down through here. It was a lot of smoke, you probably noticed, because I think I probably overfilled this.
Yeah.
But the stick tells me it wasn't overfull, so I don't know. But I don't know what's going on with this, because I don't know what the clutch is supposed to operate, and I don't have a tractor jack. I'm not sure how that's supposed to work, to tell you the truth. Well, I don't know, but that's it, folks. That's all the adventure you're going to see today from me. Thank you for watching.